Hey guys, Solacespecs here, doing a video on a gym guide. Those of you who maybe you don't know the game too well, you're trying to understand, man, how do these gyms work? I mean, instead of having skills, instead the game is comprised of these gyms. And if you've played Final Fantasy VII, you kind of know exactly what I'm talking about. It's pretty similar in that, just like with Final Fantasy, how you have these materia that give you abilities. In the same way, you have these gems that you can use to have different skills, etc. Now, the cool thing about this, at first you may be thinking this is kind of annoying. I mean, I want to be able to use my abilities. I mean, I want to have these abilities that are attached to my character, and instead I have these gems? Like, what? And actually, the gem system makes it very cool, and it gives you a wide array of abilities to use in the game. The great thing about these gems is your gems are not attached to your character class, but rather your character class, regardless of whatever you choose, you can make whatever character class you can make whatever character type you want based on the gems. Really, the important thing about character class is it determines where you start in the game. So, for example, Marauder starts here, Scion starts here, Witch starts right here. Shadow starts here, Ranger starts here, Duelist starts here, my bad, Marauder starts here, Templar starts right here. So that's really all that class has to do with it. But real quick, I'll go ahead and show you, these are all pretty much the different gems that are in the game. You have red gems, you have green gems, you have blue gems. Red gems are your strength gems. It's very often what you find with melee builds, things like Infernal Blow, Ground Slam, things like that. Blue gems are your caster gems, more often than not. So these are things like Ice Nova, Shock Nova, Firestorm, Fireball, things like that. And your green gems are your dexterity gems, your very often your ranged physical damage gems. So faster projectiles, faster attacks, pierce, poison arrow, ice shot, explosive arrow, things like that. So you can use these gems to build really whatever character type you want. Now, red gems are going to require strength usually, green gems are going to require dexterity usually, and blue gems are very often going to require intellect. And so just be mindful whatever class you build, it's gonna be closer to that attribute type in the passive tree. So for example, the Witch, which starts up here, a lot of intelligence nodes are around her area, which you don't really find over here on the grass to him over here on the Marauder starting tree. So with that said, you have to be careful if you're going to do a Witch. You probably don't want to use these melee gems because you're not going to have the strength required to build your character. Also with gems do level up over time. On my character right here, these gems are mostly all level 19. The max level is 20. And each level, it does more damage, it's more capable, it has better strength to it in the sense of it does more damage or gives you a bigger bonus. So for example, faster projectiles gives me more projectile speed and damage as it levels up. Item rarity does the same thing, it gives you more increased item rarity. I think it started at 20%, maybe 40%, I can't remember. But it gives you more increased rarity of items as you kill enemies with it. This last thing I want to tell you before I show you some builds are that gems can have quality to them. So this one is a 5% quality gem. Quality can go up to 20%, and the higher quality it is, again, you get another bonus to it. So real quick, let me see if I can find a double strike gem in here. Double strike. Doesn't look like I have. Let's check my... Oh, it's trash gems. These are gems that I know nobody would ever use. Well, don't think I can see one. Oh, here you go, Double Strike. Double Strike on its own does 70% damage. When it has the quality on it, so this one has 20% quality, what happens to it is it gets an attack speed bonus. So it still has the 70% base damage, just like the other one does. The increased physical damage is based on leveling it up. So getting it to level 19 has given it 72% increased physical damage. But the 20% quality has given it pretty much 0.5% per quality of attack speed. So this gem is going to give me 10% increased attack speed. which may not seem like much, but it's actually quite a bit. It gives you a pretty big damage boost. So you should seek to level up your gems through experience. My level 19 gems are pretty close to level 20, and once they get to level 20, I can actually use a recipe to bump them up to 20% quality, which is going to make them extremely, extremely valuable. And then I'll just re-level them again. With that said, be mindful not every gem benefits from quality. For example, Hatred and Grace, my auras, the quality on here, all it does, as you can see, it increases the area of effect radius. This one has 39%, this one has 51%. So every 1% of quality gives you 1% increased area of effect. That's useless for me because I'm a solo player. I don't play with anybody. And so I really don't care about increased area of effect. But the bonus stays the same. So the real cool thing about gems in this game is that using gems, like I said earlier, you can make whatever build you want. And I'm going to go, let's see, let's go to Lunaris Temple, because there's a pretty good mob density here. This first build I have, this is a double strike Scion, and Spectral Throw Scion. I'm using Spectral Throw with lesser multiple projectiles, and also double strike with faster attacks. And so you're going to see me, and you're going to see me do a couple things. You're going to see me throw this Spectral Throw that's supported with LMP, and also added fire damage, and you're going to see me use double strike with Culling Strike and faster attacks. Now, something I didn't mention are these support gems. Some gems are called support gems. They're not active abilities, but they augment the gems they're attached to. And so Spectral Throw on its own looks like this. Throws an axe. Spectral Throw with the support gem linked to it, that's what these little links are, does this. Pretty cool, right? Let's see what it looks like with greater multiple projectiles. Now I throw 5. Let's see what it looks like with, oops, with both. Now I throw 8. Pretty cool, right? Excuse me, guys. Sorry to cough to the mic. So overall, pretty cool stuff. The added fire damage, another support gem. Really, on this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 link gem slots, I have 1 active ability and I have 4 support gems that are all making this attack better. My faster attacks is giving it more attack speed. I'm adding fire damage to it. I'm splitting it into 3 projectiles, and I'm making my projectiles go faster. So these support gems also can augment an ability, which you'll see here in a minute when I show you some of the other builds. So the first build, called a Spectral Throw Scion. What happens is you throw you're basically throwing your weapon is how it's working. And as you can see, I mean, pretty cool ability. I'm not really concerned about difficulty. You may be thinking, well, you're playing on normal right now. And that's just because I'm just showing you the ability. All these are viable, but my character isn't necessarily built for all of them, which is why I'm only just showing you a couple. So that's the first one. That's Spectral Throw, double strike, Scion. Real quick, I'll show you the double strike. I attack twice, very quickly. So pretty cool. The next one I'll show you is a trap guy. Show what this looks like. Let's throw this in. Let's see. Let's put this in right here. Let's throw. What am I doing right now? I don't know what I'm doing right now. Confused apparently. Let's put that in there. Let's put this in here, and let's put this in right here. So what I've done, the way I've changed my build now, is now I am using a support gem, multiple traps with lightning trap. I'm also using fire trap with multiple traps. So I'm going to throw 3 additional traps instead of just 1. Same thing with my lightning trap. I'm going to throw 3 additional traps. And I'm using conversion trap, which is going to do multiple traps as well, which is going to convert mobs too. And you know what, just to make it interesting, let's go ahead and go actually to Merciless, because the mob density here is a little low for me. So let's go to Merciless, let's go to Lunaris Temple. And I'll show you Let me throw some of these off. Conversion trap. Let's do, where's my lightning trap? Lightning trap. And my fire trap. Alright, we are set. Good to go. So, conversion trap. As you can see, those abilities. Now, the reason it's not really doing any damage is because they're level 1. So, oh, and they're also, apparently they are rare mobs too. As you can see, pretty cool. And as they're low, I'm gonna throw some conversions on here. So that guy's converted. They're all converted onto my side. And I'm actually gonna go a little lower. Let's go to Act 1. Let's go to Act 1. Let's go to Cavern. A lot of mobs here. Usually. Here you can see it again. Again, the reason it's not really doing much damage is this guy's on my side now. They're converted onto my side. And it only lasts for a certain amount of time, but it helps me by allowing me to pretty much just dominate with my lightning and fire, and then if I need to use anything else, I can throw it out too. Again, not much damage just because of the level of the gems. So that's another different build you can do. Next one I'll show you. Let's go ahead and take these gloves off. Let me show you. Let me think. Let's do Flicker Strike and Double Strike. Find it. There it is. So the next ability is called Flicker Strike and Double Strike, and the cool thing about it is Flicker Strike pretty much lets you port all over the map. So it's pretty cool. Real quick, I'll show it to you. I can. Oh, I got a cooldown on it. That's the problem there. Definitely not cool. But you can actually spec into this where it doesn't have the cooldown, and you can pretty much port all over the map. So pretty cool. So there's that one. The next one I'll show you. Let's do a range build. Let's do lightning arrow, chain, ready to multiple projectiles, and that. Alright. And now I'm just gonna find some mobs to kill with it. Oh, we should go to the docks. Docks is a great place. So this ability Chain is going to cause my abilities to, as just it sounds, chain to other mobs as well. So even though I'm not hitting these guys directly, Chain is causing them to what am I saying? To link to the nearby mobs. So pretty cool stuff. Yeah, very cool stuff. Do one more of these hits on these guys. Next one. I'm going to do a few more and then I'll be done. We'll save that one for last because it's pretty cool. Let me show you this one. So this one is Spark Totem. Drop the totem, and it shoots out these sparks. Now again, keep in mind, it may look like these builds suck because they're not doing any damage, but it's just because the gems are all level 1. But this is a build you could do where you'd want your totem to be kind of on its own, and then you're sort of shooting the stuff out. So that one's pretty cool too. Two more. Lightning Warp and Discharge. Pretty fun. I can port wherever I want using, show you, Lightning Warp, and where is the Discharge? Discharge. Where's Discharge? Oh, right there. Oh, I still have the spell totem on. That's the problem. I was thinking, like, what is going on? So there I ported, put Discharge on there. Anyway, so you can port with Discharge, just like that. And then let's get Enduring Cry up. Take that off. Enduring Cry. So Discharge. This I can port to somewhere. And then Discharge. Pretty cool. Just like that. The Dischargers are actually pretty popular. Done in a lot of different areas. But people who want to run around, discharge into mobs and blow them up. Kind of cool, kind of fun. And the very last one I wanted to show you guys, and then I will be done, is Infernal Blow, Melee Splash. And that was it right there. You have the skill called Infernal Blow, which whenever the mob dies, it explodes for the rest of its life. And so what I do is, look at that. I'm hitting one mob, and they're blowing up into all the other ones. Excuse me. I'll show this one just a little bit more. This is actually pretty fun too with face breakers as well, which gives you more unarmed damage. So what you can also do is you can do, including melee splash, you can do increased area of effect, which helps out as well. But anyway, let's do one last thing. Let's group up a ton of mobs and see if I can get this to do some damage. Let's go find some mobs. Let's find a lot of them, you know. Go, you guys come over here. You guys come over here. Still not there yet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. We're gonna group them up. And they all explode. Pretty cool, right? Anyway, so that's what makes this game so great, is that there's so many builds you can do, so many different things you can try. I encourage you to try some gyms of your own, and really the possibilities are incredibly endless. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy playing the game. See ya.